GoalBall is effort. GoalBall is passion. GoalBall is glory. Here, we love GoalBall. IBSA GoalBall European Championships Group B, Portugal 2022.
We certainly are, and this next one sees BSI Copenhagen in their first game of the GoalBall Clubs World Cup, taking on the team from Sao Paulo in Brazil, SESI. So another really intriguing matchup. BSI Copenhagen's first game. SESI got off to a really good start yesterday, winning their game, and I think it's going to take some beating for Copenhagen to try and beat this really strong Brazil team. But anything can happen.
I was talking with a coach of SESI São Paulo, and he was telling me that the tactics are really simple. Play GoalBall and make some goals. It's the tactic that he wants to implement. E já agora vou aproveitar para cumprimentar os nossos amigos brasileiros que estão a acompanhar provavelmente este jogo, sendo que em São Paulo são 7 da manhã. Bom dia, São Paulo! E estamos aqui em Odivelas num dia frio de dezembro, cerca de 12 graus centígrados. Tivemos já alguns aguaceiros que impediram alguns jogos, limitaram durante alguns minutos o primeiro jogo da manhã. E por isso, se tivermos novamente aguaceiros, é possível que existam algumas interrupções no jogo. O jogo vai começar do lado da Dinamarca, com o BSI Copenhagen a fazer o primeiro lançamento contra o São Paulo. E é o primeiro gol.
Krebs on this near side. What a start for Copenhagen. First throw, first goal of this GoalBall Clubs World Cup. What a start.
Nobody expected that.
Brilliant from Rebecca Krebs, playing on the right of the three. So just to confirm, 2 starting threes for both teams. For Copenhagen, we have number 1, Hazel Gezen, 5, number 4, Rebecca Krebs, and number 8, Anja Christiansen.
2-0.
And just like that, it's 2-0. Incredible. Anja Christiansen playing on the left of the three, the diagonal throw. It ricochets off the post and goes in. And a timeout already called inside the opening 24 seconds. SESI SP find themselves 2-0 down inside the opening 30 seconds. And just to confirm for SESI, we have number 4, Anya Gabriele Sansao, number 6, Monita Lima, and number 7, Grace Henrique. Those are the 2 starting threes, with Copenhagen throwing from left to right, SESI throwing from right to left. But what a start for BSI Copenhagen. Goals from Christiansen and Krebs puts them in a brilliant position inside the opening 30 seconds.
Menos de 30 segundos e o São Paulo, o SESI de São Paulo, está neste momento a perder por 2-0 contra o BSI de Copenhagen. 30 seconds, less than 30 seconds, 2 goals.
Incredible. 2 brilliant throws as well, 2 brilliant goals scored by Copenhagen. And could this be a one back for SESI? It is. What a start. They have one back. That timeout has almost just recharged them, just reset them, and they go again. And here comes that rain.
E é o primeiro gol do Brasil. 2-1.
By Anja Christiansen. A number of these players representing Malmo at this year's Champions League, which they finished second in. Rebecca Krebs was part of that team that finished at second behind Sporting in the final. Copenhagen and Malmo often train a lot together. Have really good friendships and relationships on and off the court. Henrique now goes to the opposite corner. It's 2-2.
2-2. 2-2. SESI São Paulo 2, BSI Copenhagen 2. Cerca de 45 segundos jogados e 4 golos marcados. 45 seconds, 4 goals.
Incredible. What a start to this game. Can both of these teams keep it up? And there's just going to be a timeout here to wait for the rain to settle as it crashes onto the roof of the venue here. Diego Coletas is trying to talk to his players, and his players can't actually hear him at the moment.
Pausa técnica devido aos aguaceiros que se fazem sentir aqui junto do pavilhão Susana Barroso em Odivelas, onde estamos a disputar o dia de hoje e disputámos o dia de ontem. Amanhã e sábado estaremos no Complexo Desportivo do Casal Vistoso em Lisboa para as últimas jornadas antes da grande final de sábado. Olá Jorge. Jorge, os jogos estão todos disponíveis no YouTube. Pode acompanhar mesmo que chegue com algum atraso. Imagino que sendo 7 da manhã, então pode ver os jogos mesmo sendo mais tarde. And it's raining.
Well, it's really loud here in the venue as the rain thunders down here in Lisbon. We're just having a stoppage in play as we wait for the rain to pass us by.
You didn't expect that rain in Lisbon?
No, I didn't. I thought it would be at least dry, maybe a little bit colder than I was last time, but I didn't expect the rain to fall down. But I think it's starting to ease now a little bit here, so we can get back to the action of what has been a fantastic opening 50 seconds of this game between Copenhagen and SESI. Although as soon as I say that, I think the rain is a bit more to come.
We see the referee calling the teams out. So let's play GoalBall.
Lisa Lima now from that far side, goes down that far side. It's blocked initially, saved on the line. Anja Christiansen stands up, tall, leads on the crossbar, goes down the centre, it's blocked.
Our friend Ringo from the Champions League is saying that he's going to pay you a café and a pastel de nata.
Thank you very much.
Because he's going to be with us Friday on the games that will be played in Lisbon. Grande abraço, Ringo. And a goal.
Oh, it just couldn't be stopped.
No.
Is it stopped? No, it has.
You
That's
really looked
quite
like it.
incredible. I think Anja Christiansen just caught the netting as she saved the ball from going over the line. Brilliant defensive work from Anja Christiansen. She's made a huge impact. I know the coach Thomas Svensson was delighted to have Anja Christiansen into the team for BSI Copenhagen. As the ball just ricochets on the goal line, it takes all three of them in the centre, and Rebecca Krebs picks it up, throws 360-degree throw, bounces wide of the left post of this near side. Just a reminder that Copenhagen are throwing from left to right, with SESI throwing from right to left. Copenhagen in a purple maroon jersey shirt.
I would say Bordeaux.
Bordeaux,
yeah.
Burgundy,
Burgundy, yeah.
Okay.
It's like the wine.
The wine, yeah, the fine wine.
Oh!
Oh, and it just...
And SESI São Paulo with the red flamey jerseys.
Yes, the red with the on the sleeves, a bit of with black on the sleeves. Lisa Lima now on the far right side, goes across the court, and it just tips off the crossbar and out. Good save from Rebecca Krebs, diving to her right. She's now on the near side of the court, and she will throw almost in front of the goalpost. She goes down the centre, it's blocked down to the right by Rhys Henrique. She comes over to the far side of the court, throwing from right to left. Goes down that far side, comfortable for Christiansen. Effort. That's the first
in the
one
last second.
We've really seen turn and spin, and Anja Christiansen can get that in their throws. She goes, the reply is down that far side of the court, it's off the post and away.
So Ringo was here yesterday and he didn't come to the commenters booth to say hello.
Oh.
I'm really sad now. But he will be with us Friday.
Perfect, so you can come and say...
But he was here yesterday and didn't say anything. Desta vez passa, Ringo, mas que não se repita. aos nossos amigos brasileiros. Relembro, o resultado está 2-2 contra o Copenhagen de Dinamarca. O BSI Copenhagen está a jogar contra o SESI de São Paulo esta manhã. Um jogo que está a ser extremamente disputado com 4 golos em 45 segundos.
Christensen throws the ball down the centre, comfortably blocked by Sun Sao, and she replies down to the near side of the court, the right of the Copenhagen goal. Rebecca Krebs saves with a bouncing effort down the centre. It's blocked. Responsive, Anonisa Lima down that far side and finds a way through. And SESI are 3-2 up after being 2-0 down inside the opening 25 seconds. A brilliant turnaround from the team from Sao Paulo. And Rebecca Krebs now has the ball in her hands on this near side. 360-degree throw, wide of the mark.
7:09 da manhã em São Paulo e o SESI a vencer por 3-2 o Copenhagen da Dinamarca. Aqui em Lisboa, 10:09 da manhã, com um jogo extremamente disputado e super interessante de acompanhar. Espero que estejam todos a conseguir acompanhar esta transmissão com a máxima qualidade.
So Hazel Gezen with that throw from Copenhagen playing in the centre. And here is the reply from the SESI centre down the middle, and she finds a way through. 4-2. Ana Gabriele Ascensão in the central position just finds the gap.
E é o quarto golo do Brasil.
Is there going to be a reply here from Anja Christensen? There is, but it's blocked. Henrique now down this near side, blocked from Krebs. Rebecca Krebs throws quickly, responds quickly, has her effort blocked. It's a really good, high intensity, high tempo game this between the two teams.
Ringo says that he really enjoys to see the Danish team playing. And they are really hard workers. And a goal.
They really are, and that hard work has paid off as they've got the goal back in, and it's 4-3. Yeah, they're really a positive team with lots of really good characters. Their coach, Thomas Svensson, is a really lovely man to talk to and has a really good idea and philosophy of goalball and how it should be played, as well as the SESI coach, Diego Coletes, who I spoke to this morning, and he was really excited for the day ahead, and just talking a little bit about SESI SP, that the goalball side of SESI, which is a really big institution in Brazil. It's one of the biggest in the country, and at the goalball side of SESI was born in 2013. So it's been going for around about 8 to 9 years now. And but Diego Coletes, he is also the head coach of the men's Brazil team. He's been going to the Paralympic Games since Athens in 2004, so he's got a lot of pedigree, a lot of experience. And especially in games like this where they're so close, 4-3, and to just manage the game. Rebecca Krebs does well, diving to her right on the near side, just hands the ball over to her teammate, Anja Christensen, on the far left side. She goes diagonally, tries to find the corner, but saved by Henrique, pushing the ball away with her feet.
It's probably one of the games of the day. Everybody was expecting to this confront. It's one of the great confrontations of the day. It's the Danish against the Brazilians.
Really interesting matchup between these two, and here's a penalty opportunity now for Copenhagen. High ball given against Henrique. So Henrique standing in the centre of her goal, in her orientation area. Rebecca Krebs standing in the centre of hers. Just puts her left hand on top of the crossbar. She throws, goes down the centre, and finds a way through. Actually, Henrique dives over the ball, didn't she? She was so close.
She almost saved it.
And inside the first quarter of this game, we can't separate the two teams. It's 4-4. What a brilliant opening to this second game of the day. Here's Lisa Lima looking to respond, and she does respond for SESI.
What a comeback. 5-4 aqui no Susana Barroso. SESI com 5 golos contra o BSI de Copenhagen com 4 golos, 6 minutos e 10 segundos no relógio da primeira parte. Um grande abraço para a comunidade brasileira que está a acompanhar este jogo, dizendo também que Diego, o treinador, acaba de trocar a jogadora número 7 pela jogadora número 1, substituição na equipa do SESI de São Paulo.
Substitution here.
7 for 1.
So we have number 7, Grace Henrique, coming off, and is replaced by number 1, Danielle Longhini.
So we are seeing the eye shades being checked by the referee. Number 1 goes to the left position. And she's going to do the first throw of her day. It's going to be a back throw.
Now is that unique throwing style going to the opposite corner. Good save from Anja Christiansen, using her feet to push the ball past the post. Longhini with her first throw, and here is Rebecca Krebs. She sprints to the near side, her right side, and goes down the centre. Comfortable block for Asun Sao, and she's going to respond, looking to the far side of the court. Christiansen spreads her body along the goal line. Now with that unique throwing style underneath the legs, back to goal as her effort blocked. Rebecca Krebs now to respond. It's a fizzing effort that's saved down the centre. There's the response from SESI that's blocked in the middle by Hazel Gezen. She just passes to her teammate to her left, Christiansen, who goes down the centre. Xiao now responds from that save and has her effort blocked as well. It's a really quick back and forth game between these two, Copenhagen and SESI. Interestingly, I was speaking to the coach of Hercules, Bas Spans, just after the game, and talking about the rain and how that affects and changes the dynamics of the game. And he was saying that timeout, he was telling his players that you've just got to remain strong and defensively, and just almost create a barrier on the wall, along the wall, just to, in those positions where it's almost hard to communicate and talk to your players, get that message across, just make yourself compact and strong defensively, and then you can.
We saw that in the Champions League. We saw real walls being constructed and demolished by teams. Because it's almost as hard to defend as to score some goals.
Absolutely, and here's Anja Christiansen looking to try and get Copenhagen back level. She can't do this time. Either Lima now with the response. Christiansen does well to dive to her right on that far side of the court. Here's Rebecca Krebs now. Oh, the bouncing effort, it's an awkward one. Comfortable save by Asun Sao, who's done a lot of good work in the centre of those three for SESI St. Paulo. Here's that response now. Longhini going across the court, that far side, blocked. Here is Anja Christiansen now on the left of the three. Tries to find a gap. Oh, brilliant diving save with the legs from Gabriele Asun Sao, who uses her feet to clear the ball out to this near side. Lisa Lima now comes towards this near side, throws centrally. Here is Hazel Gezen now. On the near side of the court, can she find a way through? Not this time. Well, SESI, SP are looking to try and bounce back from that defeat in the Brazilian Championships a couple of weeks ago, where they lost to Setefe in the final. Looking to try and win the GoalBall Club World Cup, the first edition of the GoalBall Club's World Cup. Crossfield throw from Anja Christiansen is wide on this near side.
3 minutes and a half on the clock for the end of the first half. 5-2 SESI São Paulo. 4-2 BSI Copenhagen. It's really hard to say Copenhagen. In Portuguese, it's Copenhagen.
Copenhagen.
Yeah, it's easier. I wonder how they say it in Danish. We can ask. Grande abraço para o Joaquim Borges de Souza, que está a torcer pelo SESI. Imagino que a partir do Brasil, onde são 7 horas e 18 minutos da manhã. Aqui em Lisboa são 10 e 18 e o SESI São Paulo está a vencer por 5-4 o BSI de Copenhaga. Um jogo extremamente disputado em que temos as equipas a darem o seu máximo. O Brasil joga, se não me engano, pela 3ª vez aqui no pavilhão Susana Barroso. O BSI é o seu primeiro jogo, uma vez que a equipa paquistanesa a equipa paquistanesa não pôde comparecer devido a questões do foro burocrático, uma vez que não conseguiram visas a tempo útil de estarem em Lisboa para disputarem esta World Cup.
So SESI SP leading 5-4. It's an awkward one to save for Saud as well. With just over 2 minutes remaining of this first half, it's been a pulsating first 10 minutes. Nothing really to separate the two teams as Copenhagen took the lead 2-0. SESI turned it around. Wide from Anja Christiansen on this near side. A cross-court throw. Salima now in the centre. Tries to find a way past Hazel Gezen, but can't. Rebecca Krebs now on the far side. A bit of turn, bit of spin on that throw, but it's blocked really well. And both of these teams sort of now cancelling each other out at the moment. Can't find a way through the defences.
2 walls.
two brick walls in the last couple of minutes. Anja Christiansen, can she find the way through? No, just wide of the right post. Salima now sprints to this near side. Goes down the centre. Has she found a way through? No, not quite, as the ball just goes out of the court. Crossfield effort blocks down to the left. Centre of the court, it's blocked, and Copenhagen have possession in their hands. Hazel Gezen just going down this near side of the court, blocked, throwing from left to right. There is Lima trying to find that gap, and she has found that gap. It's 6-4.
E é gol do SESI. 6 para o SESI de São Paulo, 4 para o BSI de Copenhaga. Vai Brasil!
Copenhagen had a 2-goal advantage inside the first 24 seconds. Well, SESI now have their first 2-goal advantage of the game. Quick reply from the Sensao now with that effort down the centre. It's blocked. Hazel Gezen picks up, passes to her teammate to the left. And Anja Christiansen, standing on the left of the three, goes diagonally across the court. It spins away from Longhini and is pushed away. It's an official's time out here. Anja Christiansen just needed to tie her shoelace.
Bom dia, Marlene Brandão, que nos assiste do Hotel Massa. Jorge, exatamente isso. 5 equipas em cada categoria, na categoria masculina e na categoria feminina, uma vez que o Punjab do Paquistão não pôde estar connosco devido a questões de vistos de viagem.
Christiansen looking to try and find a way through, puts a bit of extra power in that throw, but it's blocked. And that is half-time in what has been a really engaging, pulsating first half, which has swung one way, then the next. And by the time the 12 minutes are up in the first half, it's SESI who lead by 6-4. What a first half.
One of those games that nobody wants to bet in.
No, you can't predict. It's a tough one to call, this. The next goal of this second half is going to be really crucial. A lot of the time, coaches and players often talk about the goals just before half-time and goals after half-time. And that goal just before the break for SESI has just put them in a 2-0 two-goal advantage, I should say, leading 6-4. And you feel that the next goal could be crucial at the start of the second half.
The coach Diego from SESI Brazil is giving his words to the players who listen him carefully. And on the other side, the Danish, the same thing. And as always, I would love to be a fly to listen what they are saying.
Especially when you've got experienced coaches
those two.
Diego and Thomas. I think it's going to be really interesting to listen to how they want to set up for this second half.
We are watching some of the goals that are just happened on replay, and what a game.
Yeah, and just directly in front of us here in the commentary booth, we have Diego Coletes, the coach of SESI, who's almost just placing his players into position.
It's like chess.
Ready. Yeah,
like
it is.
chess.
Really interesting. Of course, you can't coach through your team when the ball is in play. So as soon as the referee says quiet please, you cannot be coaching your team, but in timeouts and at half-time, of course, you'll be able to send your instructions to the players.
We just saw a penalty this morning by the Lyon team, I think, with something like that, because the coach said something during a play, and it was immediately a penalty.
Yep.
So they need to be careful, because penalties are almost the guarantee of a goal. Not quite, because sometimes they really save the ball. It's impressive, but a penalty is always a difficult situation for any team.
So 30 seconds remaining of half-time, and this game is finally poised. 6-4 on the scoreline. The next goal could be really crucial in deciding who's going to claim victory. This is Copenhagen's first game of the World Cup. Fortunately, they couldn't play yesterday due to Punjab BCA. Sadly, can't be with us for this tournament. And if you are listening or watching Punjab at BCA, we send our best wishes.
Yeah, of course.
And we hope that we can follow you in action at some point in the future.
Or we can go to Pakistan for a World Cup or something like that.
Well, I know they had been training ahead of this tournament in Islamabad for the competition, so they were ready, eager to play. So it's a massive shame that they couldn't take part in the World Cup.
Second half of the game.
Let's go to the second half. Let's play GoalBall.
Let's play GoalBall, and this is certainly a game that is poised delicately at the moment. Bulon Kim-yon, the referee, will get things underway for this second half. First throw from Grace Henrique down the centre. Anja Christiansen picks up, stands tall, leans on the crossbar, launches an attack down the centre, and it's really dealt with well by Sun Sao in the centre. Here is Grace Henrique now, as her effort blocked by Anja Christiansen.
So this is the time that I always say that the teams didn't change field because of the COVID procedures, because sometimes that question emerges. So due to COVID procedures, the teams maintain their field, guaranteeing the most safe environment for every one of the players involved on the championship.
Anja Christensen stretches out across the goal line and saves.
Brazil wants the speed, and the Danish are slowing down the plays.
SESI SP really quick to respond as soon as they've got an opportunity to throw the ball back. They try and be as quick as they can. As it's the 7th no, dealt with really well by Anja Christensen, diving to her right. She now goes round her teammate Gezen towards this near side, goes for the opposite side of the far side. It's saved. A cross-court effort.
Então, para a nossa comunidade brasileira que está a acompanhar este fantástico jogo do SESI de São Paulo na categoria feminina desta World Cup disputada aqui em Lisboa, Portugal, o resultado mantém-se com 6 bolas de vantagem para o SESI e 4 golos para os dinamarqueses do BSI. O jogo vai na segunda parte, com cerca de 10 minutos e 10 segundos para disputar. Relembro que no GoalBall funciona um cronómetro que para sempre que a bola não está em jogo. Portanto, estes 10 minutos não são corridos, são de jogo jogado. E a equipa de São Paulo mantém esta vantagem de 2 golos contra os dinamarqueses. Num jogo que está a ser claramente muito disputado, contra os habituais jogos em que o Brasil até agora venceu sempre por misericórdia, com 10 golos de vantagem. Um grande abraço também para o Cid Moscow, que diz Brasil, zil, zil, zil. It's not me this time, it's Sydney. Sydney asked for Brazil, zil, zil, zil.
And Anja Christensen gets one back for Copenhagen. Powerful effort down the centre of the court is broken past the Sensao, and it's 5-6. We talked about that first goal of the second half potentially being so crucial, and Copenhagen have it. Anja Christensen.
So we are watching it on replay. It was a really fast ball.
It was. The power,
with a lot of effect.
The power that's generated in the throw is quite incredible. It burst through the SESI defence, and we've got a brilliantly, delicately poised game here. And SESI to respond down this near side. Rebecca Krebs now has that ball in her hands. Fearsome effort that's dealt with in the end by Henrique. Henrique now standing in the centre of her goal. Leans on the crossbar, goes down the centre, blocked by Hazel Gezen. Rebecca Krebs now will return. Cross-court effort towards the far side. Henrique is there to block. Saved by Anja Christensen. Anja Christensen now goes through the centre. Danger man for Copenhagen.
Bradley, breaking news. Leomon Moreno, dos melhores jogadores do mundo. It's saying that we are doing a great broadcast. I mashed up Portuguese with English, so I will say everything in English. So Leomon Moreno, the player from Sporting and Brazil, is saying that we are doing a great broadcast. And we are really happy to have someone like Moreno saying that, because he's one of the best players in the world.
Certainly is, and it's been a joy to follow and watch him so far in this tournament. As SESI 7-5 up.
Ok. Então, para os brasileiros, o SESI de São Paulo está neste momento a vencer por 7-5, e aproveito para mandar também um grande abraço ao Leomon Moreno, o fantástico jogador brasileiro que joga com as cores do Sporting nesta World Cup, e um dos melhores jogadores do mundo, premiado e repremiado, não só pela sua participação na seleção brasileira, mas também no Sporting Clube de Portugal. Um grande abraço para ele. 7-5.
7-5, and that was a big goal, that one from SESI SP, just to create that almost blanket feel, that bit of a comfort, that 2-goal comfort. It makes a massive difference. 7-5 with 8 minutes to go. Could it be 8-5? It is 8-5. And it's Henrique now, and our SESI now just starting to pull ahead. They're starting to just calm down now. It's 8-5 on the scoreline.
Now they are starting to take off. This is the point where the physical preparation shows the difference, because we are talking about a ball that is really heavy and hurts when you have to defend it. and after a while the things get rough.
Anja Christensen now with the throw. Copenhagen do have 2 players on their bench, Julian Lund and Hannah Svensson, to bring on if they need to. As SESI SP have 3 other players on their bench as well, so they can make rotations, keep it fresh, keep the energy levels high. Rebecca Krebs dealt
Substitution on the Danish team. So number 1 leaves and number 2 enters. Number 1 leaves and number 2 enters in the Danish. Obrigado nós, Helena, por fazermos parte deste World Cup 2020 disputado aqui em Odivelas. So we have congratulations from Silvia Helena. And I was thinking in both of us.
Thank you. So that substitution was Hazel Gessen coming off and replaced by Anna Svensson.
And a goal.
Anja Christensen has got another one back here for Copenhagen. A big goal from the team from Denmark.
Time out for Brazil.
SESI.
8-6 para o SESI de São Paulo, vencendo nesta altura por 2 bolas o Copenhagen. O treinador Diego acabou de pedir um time-out para falar um pouco com as suas jogadoras e preparar esta que é a segunda parte de um jogo extremamente disputado. Probably the most fought game until now for the women's tournament.
I would agree. It's really been a tight and really pulsating encounter between these 2 teams. It's every time you feel that one of the teams could really pull ahead, they've been brought back, and it's had twists, it's had turns. Copenhagen led from 2-0 inside 24 seconds, and SESI turned it around. If I was a betting man, I think I would stay clear of this game. I'm not too sure.
I'm not betting on this game also.
I'm not too
no
sure.
Cookies on this game.
No cookies, no. Here's Anja Christensen, who has been a real threat throughout this game so far. Christensen now down that far side. It's blocked, ricochets off the central player for SESI, but it's cleared away and just rolled out to avoid that 10-second penalty. It was interesting speaking to coaches yesterday and some of the referees about that 10-second clock that we had here for the Champions League that was behind each goal. And a lot of the coaches really favoured it and really liked it because it enabled them to communicate with the players when they are throwing the ball, when maybe to call a timeout. Marcia Ferreira was
the queen of the 10-second clock. Because she put timeouts that saved the team from penalties and everything. We are seeing the substitution of the Brazilian team. Number 1 is entering, and I think number 7 left. I'm not sure.
So number 7, Grace Henrique, comes off and is replaced by number 1, Danielle Longini,
which goes to the left side of the net.
Rebecca Krebs now.
Yeah, I'm really missing the 10-second clocks and the VAR.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I was actually
the green card.
The green card, because I was laughing with Marcia when we arrived on Tuesday about how she, for one of her protests, she used a program instead of a card.
No, a media card.
Media card. That was it. Yeah, a media card.
She didn't have the green card, so she grabbed the first thing that she could and she showed, I'm from the media. I want to see the VAR.
And I believe we're going to get some feedback on how that all went and going forward.
Probably for the next year championships, we'll see some evolution. José Márcio Souza, it's with SESI and says congratulations to all of the crew from the transmission. E em nome de toda a equipa, não só de nós os dois, eu e o Bradley, mas também em nome da equipa técnica que acompanha esta transmissão pela KuriakosTV, É um enorme prazer fazer parte desta Copa do Mundo, como diriam os nossos camaradas brasileiros, esse povo irmão. Esta Copa do Mundo que se joga aqui em Lisboa e onde o SESI de São Paulo está neste momento a vencer por 2 bolas. 8 para o SESI de São Paulo, 6 para o BSI de Copenhagen. So 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go. This one goes to the end of the clock.
It will do, yeah.
That's my bet.
I think if you had some cookies, I think you'd be better.
I have cookies. Do you want the bet that it goes to the end of the clock? I will bet that.
I think you're safe with that bet. But anything can happen in GoalBall.
Yeah.
Rebecca Krebs wanting to try and get Copenhagen level or within at least 1 goal now. 8-6 on the scoreline. SESI SP. Now here is Mohini, who throws down the centre of the court, saved by the substitute Hannah Svensson, playing in the central role with Christiansen to her left and Rebecca Krebs to her right. She goes with Christiansen to the left, goes down the centre of the court, blocked. Sensao just hands the ball to her teammate to her right. On the far side, Manisa Lima touches the crossbar, flings the ball forward and tries to find a gap. She can't, it's blocked by Christiansen. Christiansen to respond to a 360-degree throw. Good save by Sensao.
Great save.
That's the right post.
That should mean 10 points because it's really hard to.
And the flag here, just behind the goal, took a bit of a hit.
Took. Abraço também para a Luciana Gradwell, que está torcendo pelo SESI, que está a vencer por 8-6 contra o BSI de Copenhagen.
Response into that
Goal.
corner. Brilliant finish, one of the best goals of the game and a crucial one at that. Melissa Lima, it's 9-6.
9-6, vantagem para o BSI de Copenhagen.
And it's the first time in this game that a team have gone more than 2 goals ahead at any one point, so this is a really big moment in the game for SESI. Copenhagen are just going to have to find something. Need to score quickly, need to build a comeback here. Anja Christensen, can she be the woman to do that? Not this time, but she could be. You need a big performance from Christiansen and Krebs now. Deflected away by Svensson. Rebecca Krebs looking for the corner, this near side. Anja Christensen on the far side, goes down the far side. Oh, it's deflected off Manisa Lima, off the post. It was a brilliant save, just got a little touch to the ball to push it away. Anja Christensen summoned every ounce of power that she could in that throw. Svensson does well, just to stop the ball. Anja Christensen now will throw. Officials timeout. Bulon Quignon, the referee, just checking the eye shades of
No rain
Svensson.
in this game.
No rain. No, it's amazing how loud the rain was in the venue.
Yeah.
It was almost, at one point, we couldn't even hear each other at times. It makes a massive difference, and the referees have had to pause the game. it's just stopped going over the line. Anja Christiansen has to push the ball away. Anja Christiansen to restart on that far side, goes down the far side, Lima does well, and returns quickly towards Christiansen. She's blocked it initially, and it's saved off the goal line by Rebecca Krebs on this near side on the right. And she's going to go across the court towards that far side. She's stopped by Lima. And Lisa Lima just calms things down for SESI. They are in control. I think this is where the expertise and the experience of the head coach, Diego Coletes, will come in now.
Yeah.
It's Sima 3 goals ahead, 9-6. Don't do anything rash or silly. Rebecca Krebs now.
Oh.
Here's Anja Christiansen. Throws down that far side. It's blocked. Rebecca Krebs now. Timeout called by BSI Copenhagen. So a reminder that we just have we'll have an hour's break after this game.
And we'll come back at 12 to see the first game from the male tournament, Vancouver against Brussels.
Yeah, 5 more games to come after today. Last game at 4 o'clock local time. And I think
one of the games of the tournament.
I think that is going to be a real treat for everyone. I think Sporting SESI, that'll be a fascinating battle between those two teams.
I'm really expecting for that one.
Yeah.
Also, Sporting against BSI Copenhagen in the males. It's going to be in the females. Sorry, it's going to be a great game.
Anja Christiansen now on the left.
1.5 minutes to go.
Finds a way through. Anissa Lima does really well. Diego Colotes hugs his player.
Was really happy for that save.
He was delighted. I think a bit of delightment, a bit of relief as well. Brilliant. The passion and the energy from these coaches and players is fantastic.
He's saying, that's it. But in Brazilian. He's saying it in Brazilian. É isso.
Here is number 4, Ascensão. 9-6 on the scoreline. 1 minute to go in this second half, and what has been a really engaging and fascinating battle between these two teams. I'm sure SESI will be delighted to get the win over an opponent, Copenhagen, in their first game, who've really made it a challenge.
1 minuto e 1 segundo para jogar aqui em Odivelas. O SESI de São Paulo vence por 9-6 o BSI de Copenhagen. O treinador Diego está a dar as últimas dicas neste time-out e vamos ter mais 1 minuto de jogo para descobrir quem é que será o grande vencedor. Obrigado, Nuno C, pelo excelente comentário que colocou na nossa zona de comentários no YouTube. Obrigado pela simpatia em meu nome e em nome de toda a equipa da Kuriakos.
So into the final minute, and every throw that doesn't end up as a goal for Copenhagen, you just feel that defeat is getting nearer and nearer. They need to find 3 goals in the space of 40 seconds. It will be some heroic work if they can do that, but at the moment SESI are defending really strongly and really solidly. 30 seconds remain then. Anja Christiansen now, can she find a goal? No. Good work from Lima. Longhini down the centre, has her effort blocked by Svensson, and a Svensson in the centre.
16 seconds. I said that the game will go until the end of the clock, so
Your cookies
I
are
will
safe.
I will win my cookie.
10 seconds remaining. Ball over back to SESI now, and they can almost run down the clock as long as they want. Make this the final throw of the game, and I think that's what it's going to be. Big save by Anja Christiansen, and that is that full time. Another brilliant performance and win from SESI SP, but huge credit to BSI Copenhagen, who made it a really great game between these two teams. And Copenhagen's first game of this World Cup ends up in defeat, but I think they're still going to have a big say in this competition and this World Cup. But SESI, another victory.
E o SESI de São Paulo vence este jogo por 9-6 aqui no pavilhão Susana Barroso. O Copenhagen marca apenas 6 golos e fica assim com 0 pontos contra os 3 pontos que o SESI de São Paulo acaba de vencer. Uma grande vitória celebrada neste momento por toda a equipa. Aproveitamos para relembrar que agora vai haver uma pequena pausa. Voltamos ao meio-dia, hora de Lisboa, para mais um jogo e passamos aí a jogar o torneio masculino. Portanto, volte connosco, nós voltamos já de seguida. Bradley, we'll be back at 12 o'clock.
We certainly will. Vancouver taking on Brussels. We'll see you then.
Bye-bye.
GoalBall is effort. GoalBall is passion. GoalBall is glory. Here, we love GoalBall. IBSA GoalBall European Championships Group B, Portugal 2022.